Hello YouTube, this is ChardarYuGiOh here with another YGO Omega Daily Duel video playing some Dragoon Tribrigade. Well, we have absolutely zero Tribrigade cards. We're going to lead on Prosperity, banish 3, get rid of Magic-y Beast, Lambda, Almirage. If our opponent ashes this, we're very okay with that because we can use this Gamma to get some board presence. Summon Driver, summon Gamma, Prosperity resolves, we get Tenki, put the other two back. Does the opponent have Drawl? No. Summon Omega. Opponent keeps thinking on if they want to do something whenever we summon a monster. They have Lancia, maybe? I'm trying to think of cards they could activate after we summon Omega. Activate Tenki. Grab Fractal. Opponent taking their time. Used like 30 seconds already, just passing priority to us. We activate Fractal. Dump Kit. Effective Kit. Dump Nerval. Effective Nerval. Grab Fractal. If our opponent does have Lancia and they Lancia after we summon the Fractal, at least it's big. And then because Tenki's at 1, we don't need to leave any Beast Warriors in the deck for anything. Normal summon Fractal. Alright, doesn't look like our opponent has Lancia, so I don't know what they keep waiting on. Banish 2. I let it go. Summon Bearbrum. Summon Rugal, effective Bearbrum. Opponent once again thinking for a while. So they have to have some hand trap. But I don't think it's Nibiru because it was giving it to them when we'd only had the Omega on board. Put the mostly dead Gamma back on bottom. Set Imperm. Set Revolt. Effective Omega. See what's going on in our opponent's hand, hopefully. Opponent Valor's Omega. Well, we are very okay with that. Pass the turn, opponent draws. Standby, we use the effective Omega. Put Magic-y Beast back in the grave. Very marginal advantage, but it gives us another beast for our Tribrigade. Opponent activates Area 0. Sure. Debating just Shurig banishing this. Opponent sets 1. I think we will. Shurig isn't going to do anything else against Sky Striker, so summon 1, 2, 3, 4. Summon a Shurig. Shurig chain 1, Nerval chain 2. Opponent ashes the Nerval. So we're going to chain Omega, rip our opponent's last card. It's a Ray. We're going to banish Area 0. And now our opponent's left with one card. And their one card is Pot of Desires, because of course it is. Opponent draws 2 cards. If they draw a way to get to Ray, we are not in trouble, but not in as good of shape as I thought we were. Last card being Desires is pretty brutal. Not enough spells engraved to really... Alright, opponent scoops it up. Yeah, our hand started out really bad and then ended up just working out flawlessly. So that was fantastic. Probably go... If our opponent's probably going to go first, so we can go down Tactics, go up Lightning Storms and Feather Duster. That might be all we change. Normally, if I think I'm going to go second, I bring out Imperial Order, but Imperial Order is so backbreaking against Sky Striker, I think it's worth keeping in. Pankratops is also probably pretty good. Honestly, same thing with Called By. Normally, if I expect to go second, we side out Called By, but Called By on Ray and then attack over a Sky Striker Link monster is so good. So I think we're going to run it like that. Opponent, as was characteristic for their hand traps, is taking their sweet time with the side deck. I always wonder why people take so long with siding, unless you like literally don't know your rate. Oh, opponent let us go first. We draw the Red Eyes, which isn't great, but we have Cat Gamma, which is pretty good. So we normal Cat, effective Cat. Opponent does not have a hand trap for it. Summon Kits. So our opponent is not getting priority for any of this, which makes me think they don't have a hand trap. Effective Kit. Skullmeister. Okay, well, we only have 3 engraved, which makes this Revolt quite a bit worse. Set 2 and pass. Hope they destroy this Baron Blossom, because it was properly summoned, which means we can revolt it back. One of the things I really like about playing Cat is you get Link monsters that you can summon back with Revolt, which is something you don't always have with the normal deck. Opponent goes to main phase, sets a back row, sets a back row, in our Imperm column, sets 3 back row. So our opponent is not doing anything? Okay, opponent has a Rhoda, so they are doing something. Jamming Waves targets a Revolt. Well, that's unfortunate. We would have liked to wait for this Fair Sheet to die, but oh well. Summon back 3. Summon Rugal. Effective Kit. Dump Nerval. Effective Nerval. Grab Karis. Now we're not in amazing shape, but Sky Striker does not end the game quickly. Summons a Ray. Summons a Hayate. Goes to battle. Attacks. We're gonna Imperm Hayate. I feel like them dumping and grabbing back with Kagari is worse than them. Opponent does not redeclare attack. So they could have like dumped engage, activate engage, searched, and then still had an effect on our turn. Summons kinda okay. Kinda targets Rugal, sure. think Rugal was a super threatening attacker, but okay. Summon Shizuku. Attempts to move to end phase. We're going to use effective Rugal. Target Nerval. Summon back Nerval. Opponent's thinking. Still goes to end phase. Shizuku. Grabs Engage. But they can't do it until their next turn. We draw Prosperity. I don't really want to use Prosperity here. Having damage doesn't seem great. Opponent thinking in standby. Alright, let's just go to main phase. Effective Baron Blossom. If our opponent negates this, we're fine with that. Alright, they don't. Summon the Nerval. Effective Nerval. Banish 2. Only 2 spells engraved still. Summon. Bearbrum. Summoning Lambda wouldn't be the worst. Turn on this Engage. Summon Shurig. So here, Shurig on chain 1, Nerval on chain 2, Rugal on chain 3. We're just trying to bait out our opponent's negates before we go for access code. Eagle Booster, target Shizuku, that's fine. We were most likely just attacking over this anyway. Our opponent only has 2. Okay, so called by probably target Nerval. Targets Nerval. And Shark Cannon. Okay, so we've baited out everything our opponent has. Banish the Shark Cannon, I guess. And now I think we're free to just go for game. Do we want to summon Anaconda? Normal Karis. Use Farigite and Rampager. Summon Anaconda. Effective Farigite. No effective Bearbrum. So we don't want to lock ourselves out of Tribrigades. Or lock ourselves into Tribrigades. Kit. Karis, Banish. Kit and Farigite. Summon Double Dragon Lords. Anaconda, pay 2,000, dump Red Ice Fusion. Summon Dragoon, summon Dark Magician, and Red Eyes to be sent back to the deck. Summon Dragoon. The Eel Booster is unaffected by card effects. Go to battle. Attack Eagle Booster, or attack Shizuku. Opponent takes 11. Shizuku dies. We will discard Prosperity, negate Ray. Attack for 500, and opponent scoops it up. Alright. Well, that was a very commanding performance. It felt like our opponent's hand wasn't amazing. And Dragoon is very strong against Sky Strikers. They do struggle out that card. So, GG opponent.